Hello all, in today's video we're going to talk about the Brood Architect raid. Basically in the March patch they fixed it so that now it's the mechanics is working properly, let's just say that. In its prior form, when it just released, it was broken. Let's just leave it at that. Okay, so the major changes here is that the dragon will breathe a cone in front of it rather than area effect, which is the big one. The achievement there, and we'll explain that in a second. That's basically with the replicants. Is now you could get it, and then also the last thing is with the unripe you can mez them now, so which is good. And in the video you're gonna see all that happen. Okay, I'm in the group instance right now, just talking about positioning and whatnot. So, in order to do the Brood Architect raid, you do need to beat the Docks one. So, you can't just skip to it. You have to beat the first raid first. The event starts off by talking to the Red Dragon, just like the group mission, and then you'll get a bunch of ads. What I would suggest for most folks, if you, with the beginning part when the bunch of ads spawn, is just keep the group here, and then this way they all come from one direction, or start on the other side, whichever one. This way tanks aren't like chasing mobs, they're all coming from the same direction. Once that's dead, make sure you, before the last initial mob dies, make sure your tank is ready to pick it up in the front. This way you don't get the area effect. As far as the damages is concerned, it seems low, let's put it that way. It's extremely manageable. It's pretty good. There's constant damage obviously from other things, but it's not bad. So always the Brood Architect, the dragon, must be standing facing away from the raid, because it does have a frontal cone. A cone is like the front itself and a little bit off to the sides, like that. So always face it away. There are going to be 4 different color oozes that you see here. Green is going to be the charm one. Whenever that happens, you must always go into green ore, otherwise you will be charmed. In its earlier version, when it first came out, you had like 1 tick, so you can get charmed within less than 6 seconds. It was horrible. They added the extra ticket fields. In the video you'll see like there's plenty of time to run there. The orange one is going to be the runaways. This is the Sky Guardians, I believe, and then a bunch of people gotta run away. The pink ones are the ones that you need to focus and kill, otherwise they explode. Well, they do area effects, so kill one at a time and make sure you do it. And then the purple ones are the striker, which is basically, just kill them, and then there's an area effect thing that happens every so often with the dot. So, let's get to the raid. Actually, let me talk about the achievements. Okay, so made the same, end the same. Each set of replicants kill within 15 seconds, so that's pretty easy. Basically, when the 4 replicants spawn, you balance kill them down. Once they're all low, do it. The replicants spawn at 70 and 40%. And again, you'll see that in the video. Then nobody explode. This is with the orange ooze, the Sky Guardians. Basically, people need to run away. And this one, just to explain it, once you get the debuff, you need to run in whatever direction it steps. Look at your effects window. It will go away. The distance that you need to run is super short. So let's say the dragon's there. By the time you come to where I am now, it will go away. So make sure you run away. Otherwise you explode a raid and do massive damage to it and possibly wipe it. So only with the orange ones. And then the last one on its own the horde, basically mesmerize them while there are 8 alive. So there's 8 that spawn, just mez them all, the achievement happens. There's plenty of time to get it. So make sure at that 40% mark, you don't do it. Okay, this is the important part, the percentages. I'm going to post this in the description. Basically, this is going to tell you when phase changes happen or what to expect. So 93, you get your first ooze, whatever color it is, you got to deal with it. 87, basically every 7%. At 73, you need to slow it down a little bit. Make sure you don't push to 66, because you're going to get the replicants. Replicants, you're going to do your thing with them. After that dies, Red Dragon activates. Now, important thing to note is that just like the group mission, it doesn't auto aggro per se. There needs to be a line of sight, so If your raid happens to be on the north side, it will not aggro initially, and you're going to see that in the video. And it actually comes to our advantage, and I'll explain it when you see it. The dragon has a nasty frontal as well, so you want to put the dragons, butt to butt, facing away from the raid, not facing together stacked, because the tanks will get double upped on the AEs. Kill the red dragon, then proceed forward. And then kill, kill, kill. Basically, always managing the color of the ooze that you get. Totally random. You could get back-to-backs of the same color and whatnot. 45. Here's the really tight part. 40 to 38. Once you get 40, you want slow roll it, slow the dots down. Do the replicants, deal with how you may. If you need the achievements, balance them. If not, just kill them outright. Then the timed mez happens. It should be every 2 minutes that they spawn, and they constantly spawn. So you're going to need to have your enchanters and bards and make sure no AEs are happening at that point. And then work it down up to your raid force. If you want to burn it, do what you need to do, or slow roll it. In the video, we do a combination. We slow roll it and they're like, oh, screw this, let's just burn it. And then there you go. Alright, so let's start watching. So in the video, I started the video at the boss at 82%. It's going to be twice the speed, and then you're going to basically see what's going on. Alright, Sky Guardian there is Hazuri debris, Yugi, blah blah blah. They're going to run away. And you see the positioning where pretty much you want to always keep it in the center of the room. This way, wherever the green oozes spawn, you will be able to do it. If you like tucked away in the corner and then the green ooze on the other side, bad times. So you see here the purple ones, there's going to be this dot here. You see where my cursor is in the effects window? When that ticks off, that's when you're going to need extra heals. So if you have a cleric, splashing and whatnot, just do that. Shaman should be always swelling. As you see here, tight. You always want to be stack, stack, stack. Otherwise, bad times. The rangers are out there doing their thing, which is normal. Another big change that happened in the March patch was the huge target rings. They've made it much larger, much more manageable. In some events, over here, see, ooze, green ooze, we haul ass really quick. Alright, so this is going to be the 70% mark, where the Overseer comes. So this is where I was saying that the red dragon AoE is going to come to our advantage. So we do have a Gina trigger here. The next charm is incoming 40 seconds or whatnot, so we could time it in case we need to run out and, say, pull a red dragon. Alright, so replicants are going to be spawning here. We face them away from the raid. I'm doing the warrior here. Poor Bard dies. You're going to see the Bard die a lot in this video. Poor Bard. So, balancing it down. It's going to be Drofton. He's going to be pulling the red dragon, and you'll see the positioning. Then here we go, working it down. Making sure everything is stacked helps DPS a lot, obviously. So, try and do that. So, Charming coming in 20 seconds. You're going to see Drofton. He's waiting to pull it, right? Okay, there it goes. The charm just went. He went to pull it. You see the dragon is butt to butt, facing opposite directions. This way they don't get AE together. He's keeping himself in the aura. I think we do push the phase regardless, just to be safe. I don't know. Yeah, we do push the phase. Artificers, these are the pink ones. These blow up. They do an area effect if you do not kill them quickly. So they did lower the hit points, it felt, in the March patch as well. So they do die quicker. So killing one at a time, obviously, so that if they do explode, then we don't get doubled up or tripled up. Alright, now we're going to work on the red dragon, now that it's safe. You do not want to be in any of the auras except the green one. That's the only one that you want. The red dragon has probably as much health as the boss, or no, not that. It's just you gotta kill it. It's just another thing. This is me doing raid leader thing, just getting people in. Alright, so here we go. It's at 65. Next phase change is at 59. So we reset the positioning because it was on the north wall just in case we need to run to another spot. This raid, honestly, after the patch, this is my favorite raid. Out of all the Outer Brood raids, this is my favorite one. It has, a little bit of everything that needs to be done. Alright, next phase was 59. It ticked over. Strikers. So these are the purple ones. Kill them, obviously, but this is the one that puts the effects window there that when it ticks out in 45 seconds, it does an explosion. So you can time your heals, basically. Not sure if folks caught that, but there was a holy gob corpse there. Alright, that ticks down, then you see people take additional damage. Alright, 52 is the next phase change. You're gonna see it ticked over. Sometimes just like that, the ads stay in the corner and they don't aggro right away. Artificial. So basically, again, the pink ones kill one at a time before they explode. This raid it's not too bad now. Before it was horrible. It was the most hated raid of mine. Now, obviously, it flipped over. Okay, 45. And these are going to be the Sky Guards, the Runaways. So one thing important here, I'm going to pause the video real quick. Well, actually, no. You see the Ooze is on the west side? So people running in that direction are going to go through the Ooze. So awareness of where the Ooze is. So I'm telling the raid right now, run south instead of west. So there was Scaly's, Cacophonics, Freedona, Zazaraville, and Whiskers. Run south is basically what I'm yelling at right now. And then the next set, if you look at the timing, I think it's every 45 seconds or so. Okay, so here's the next part, the replicants. The big part here, again, you gotta balance it down for the achievement, which you see we almost fail, but we do it. And you see Amal, and then she did run south there. So with the mezzing, just think of it like the Under Siege raid. How the little aliens die from mezzing. It's exactly like that. Okay, so now here we go. DPS away. We're going to deal with the phase changes as normal. Overseer green, so we call out east, east, east. The oozes, I'll show you the spots that I've seen. And they're not too bad. So something to look out for. Alright, so at this point we're yelling, no ease, no ease. And my bard got charmed because autofollow wasn't working. But here we go. Mezzing, mezzing, mezzing. Then at some point we get the achievement because our enchanters rock and they messed everything. And this is it. That's how the rest of the event keeps on going, keeping the ads down. I think at some point someone broke Mez. They dotted it by mistake, and you'll see one die slower. But then these things are ticking down quite quickly. Alright, artificers, so basically the pink ones, so kill them. There's a success message for the mezzing thing, so if you have a genie trigger, you can do it. So here we say, okay, let's reset the banner. Poor bar died again. See this one, this is the one, the big one that got dotted for a second. Alright, Skyguard, so basically runaways again. People are running south or whatever direction because you see over there. The Ooze is in the northeast. I got cold to run away. And you'll see when I did run, if you go back a little bit, the debuff happens and it goes away so quick. Alright, I think at this point we get the green ooze again. See, plenty of time to run. I think this is the last set, and then we say, alright, screw it, we're just gonna kill him. Kill the boss and off tank. Alright, almost there. So we're dealing with the 10% ads and then the 3%. Strikers, just, we're gonna get the AE, whatever. We're off tanking it. And artificial just on these are the exploding ones, but it's okay. And there you go. Boom. Yay. Win. So real quickly, the green ooze spots from doing this, maybe uh, it, there's more spots, but let me show you the ones that I've seen it at. First one is like right here, right east of where the dragon is. If you look here, that's location minus 344, minus 300. Then another one right over here by the chambers entrance. That's minus 444, minus 326. Then I've seen one over here. Minus 409, minus 133. Then I've seen one over here. Minus 216, minus 207. And then somewhere over here in the northeast around here. Minus 248, minus 291. So basically if you're in the center of the room, if you just spam around like that, and you'll be able to see it and direct your raid to go. Only those 5 spots I've seen it for the numerous attempts and wins on this raid. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's Vanquisher explained and the raid explained. Just look at the details. Everything that I said, I will type it in there. And good luck, folks. Very fun right now. So thank you very much. I'll see you guys later. Bye bye.